Let's see if we can get this thing started over here. And let people know what we are up to. Yes. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna grab my Fursuit hat. All that good stuff, right? Right. Where is it? It is in the bag. It is in the bag of truth. That is right. Hello there, Val. Toxic, howdy doody. Holy moly! Dude, the Fursuit's still in the bag. Meowdy Rev, hello. Okie doke. Meowdy. Alright, let's get this thing on my bloody head. On me bloody head. Let's put this on. Oh my god, this thing's a bit stinky. This dude is a little bit stinky. Spencer, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're well. Welcome on in, good people. Welcome on in to the Rex world. The Rex chat. Dudes, I am freaking tired. I am tired, man. Bro. So, we've been at the Furry convention for the past, like 4 days? Well, it started on Thursday, but I guess we really started on sort of like Wednesday night. You know? I guess we really started on like Wednesday night, so it's been, like Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Kind of crazy. So it's been a bit hectic, you know what I mean? But all good. You're gonna graduate next week. Also, a sad thing, didn't get to go to prom because it was an hour and a half away from you. Oof, yeah, that's a journey. Yeah, it's annoying when sometimes they do that when they have like proms and dances and like ceremonies and events, and they end up just putting them in like some like random place like way further away. It's kind of annoying. I feel you for that. I feel you. But yeah. What was I saying, dude? We've been at the Furry convention. We've been furrying it up. I'm gonna have to like compile, photographs and all that kind of stuff and videos and all that kind of thing, sort of like put it together to show things off. Maybe I can like show off some random things today. I'm probably just gonna hang out for a bit today and chat with you people, because I thought as of a lot of times, dude, I kind of overestimated the energy I would have today, and having to just sort of like dip back into regular life and get like important stuff done, and been like hanging out with people and partying or whatever for like a few days. It's kind of a lot. Quite a lot. Let me see if I can pull up some stuff real quick. Some like videos and some pictures and whatever the hell of the stuff we've been up to the past few days. I think this will be a good place I can look. Media. There's like a channel. Everybody's been uploading all their stuff. Uploading many things. I used to play a lot of Monster Hunter back in the day. Lucy and I used to play a lot of Monster Hunter back in the day. So I used to play a lot on like the frickin', what you call it? On like the PSP. I used to play a lot of Monster Hunter on the PSP. I'm interested in like the new Monster Hunters and stuff like that. But yeah, I just haven't had like a group to play with or something like that. I definitely would like to get back into Monster Hunter, but I used to play a load on the PSP. Like do like multiplayer with people. It's freaking peak. Okay, let me see if this right here. No. No, 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 that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Ooh, ooh. That just put a big black box in front of my face. Why? Why did I... What was the purpose of that? And that? Ah, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. Okay, let's not do that. How am I gonna do this? Be right back screen! Be right back screen! Okay, let me... I got a way of pulling this up. I have a brain, and I will use it. I'm not afraid to use it. I love it, Frizz. Playing this game called Echo Point Nova. I don't think I've heard of that game. I don't think I know about it. It's in Bowood, basically nowhere, but my college bus ran by it. Didn't go, though. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, this should maybe possibly... Aha! This works. Cool. Cool. Yeah, so a bit tired today, but this is quite cool. So they've got like a group here where people just post like loads of photos and stuff they've got from the convention. I don't think there's going to be a ton of me. I don't think there's going to be like a ton of me in here. Because honestly, I was kind of like at the bar and stuff like that a lot. But I've got some stuff like of mine, which I'll like organize and upload and all that good stuff over the over like the next few days. So I can kind of like share with you guys and show you and all that good stuff. Dude, this suit's so freaking cool. He was there last year as well. It's like this whole Pikachu one. So cool, man. So cool. I really like it. Do I see me? Where is me? I gotta be around here somewhere, man. I gotta be around here somewhere. Bark. We gotta play Find the Rex. gotta be around here somewhere now. I did see a little video. I did someone posted like a little video of me dancing. I did see someone posted a little video of me dancing. But dude, there was a lot of people here. There was like a lot of people here this year. I think it was like 800 people this year. Like when they did it last year, I think it was like dude, I think it was like frickin' how many? I think there was like 500. Volpino, hello. Hello again. Yeah, he was also with us at the convention. Volpino was also there. But dude, it like I think there was like 800 people or something they said, which was like quite a lot compared to, because it's like the second year they've done this. So it's quite a lot, you know. I should be in one of these. I should be able to find me in one of these, man. Where's the Rex? Where's the Rex? The Rex got to be around here somewhere, man. Let's track down the Rex. Let's track down the Rex. That Fursuit's really cool. I like that one, that dog one. He's freaking cute. You probably hear me like screaming. Oh, I really like his suit, Tane. He's got a really cool suit, the blue one. It's really cool. Where the Rex? Where that Rex at? Where that Rexy poo at? These aren't me. No, but these are cool, dude, so many freaking cool, like, suits and costumes and stuff like that. And just, like, nice people as well. You know, just, like, people who are, like, a vibe. You posted new photos. Let's go! Yeah, that's where I am right now. Lopino, I'm, like, hanging out. I'm hanging out on that Telegram right now. And just kind of looking through. Oh, well, if that's a Risu, then where's me? Did she leave me? Did she leave me? Where did I go? I think she did this twice. That's what I think she did. She left me. Dude, this is so cool. I think this girl was from, like, Hong Kong. I think this girl was from Hong Kong, she said. I was talking to her. I think she was called, like, Frosty or something. So cool. This outfit's, like, so cool, man. Really, really cool. Maybe I'll bring up the poopy guy. The little, Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking to bring in this guy. Oh, he's big. He big. Why he big? Why he's so big? There we go. I have it installed, Avian. I might do, like, the tutorial, but honestly, I'm a bit more tired than I thought I would be. I'm a little bit more tired than I thought I'd be, so I think I'm gonna maybe see if I can get through the tutorial, but we'll kind of see how the stream goes, because I think I overestimated my energy I was gonna have today after the 4th. You know what I'm saying? I always do this because I've got, like, such, like, you know, desires to do things. Oh, these are the high quality photos. So I don't all, like, image files. I don't get the preview. Don't get the preview. Come on, load. But yeah, because it's been, like, since, like, I guess Wednesday night. I guess since Wednesday night, we've been kind of doing our thing. Doing our thing. I'm gonna give that a second to load. I'll show some stuff I got. Dude, let's show some stuff I've got. Well, that's like lagging for some reason. Okay, there I am again. He. Okay, so poops. Oh, poops. Stickers! I think I've got more, dude. I think I've got more. I think I got another pile. Another pile, I should say. Coughing away. Coughing up a storm over here. I think I've got another pile over there. But, dude, stickers. The fricking, the furry business card now. The furry business card. Got some very cool ones. Of different shapes and different sizes. I don't know how blurry all these guys are going to be. I'll kind of show off some of these little stickers I got, which are really cute. Dude, this fursuit. Dude, this fursuit. I got a bunch from them. Where's the super funny one I really liked? Where is the other one? The other sticker. Dude, I need to get more stickers to give people and stuff like that. I'm bad with that. I'm really bad with, like, organizing. I like this. This one. It's like, no beaches? No beaches? I really like this one. This one's really cute. So this here, I'll see if I can find some photos of that fursuiter. They're called, like, Hawaii. And they've got, like, this really big, like, yellow dog. The head of the dog, like, the head of the fursuit, looks like it must weigh so much, man. It looks, like, so big on the head. Like, it looks really good. It looks really good, and it looks really cool. And I really like it, and I really vibe with it. But, dude, it looks like a freaking mission to wear that. It looks like a mission to be wearing that thing. But yeah, they had some really cool stickers. It's all like Hawaiian themed and whatever. It's super cute. It's super duper duper cute. It's super duper duper cute. I got a bunch of stickers. We'll show off some stickers and stuff. I did also get this. This is very cool. I didn't go crazy buying a lot of stuff. I didn't actually go super crazy buying a lot of stuff. But dude, this is freaking cute. This is a, it's like a key for the keyboard. So it's like a keyboard cap. But like, look at him. Dude, it's pretty cool. Now, which key should I put that on? Like, which key should that take? Like, where should... Yeah, it's pretty damn cute. Hello there! Welcome on in, dude. I come on over as the Hell Yeah simulator. But yeah, I really like it. It's really cute. They had different ones. I think they had like 5 or 6 different ones. I think it had 5 or 6 different ones. So I think there was like, a sort of like blue catty tiger thing. There was like a... No, like the cat thing was like purple. I think it was like a purpley tiger. And they had like a blue wolf. They had a few of them. But I very much... I think it's very, very freaking cute. I think it's really, really cute. You could get them on like a little fidget toy. Like a key ring. Oh, so the people who do this, by the way, you can, like, get this crap online. This is, they're called Stay Wild Studio. They're, like, all over, like, Instagram and whatever. And I've got stuff from them before. Like, I've got, like, key rings, and I've got, like, you know, stuff like that from them before. And, like, stickers and all that jazz. They're really, really cool. It's from this girl called Liz. She makes, like, really, really cool stuff. But you could also get these little caps. You could get them on, like, a fidget toy, where it's just, like, a key that you click and it lights up. So it's just, like, click, 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 click. And I know Arisu got one of these, but they didn't have the dog. The dog was new. That's why I was like, dude, I need the freaking dog. The dog was new. She got one. It was maybe, like, the wolf. Like a year ago or something like that. And the little one, you click and it lights up and it goes click, 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 click. And she has that for when she, like, when she gets killed in League of Legends. So when she's playing League of Legends and someone kills her and she's raging, she just goes to that little clicker and it's like click, 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 click. And just, like, spams it. As is the life of the League player, I guess. As is the life of the League player. I did get... Where's my keychain? Where is Barry? Where is Barry? Where is Barry the keychain? That's important. I got my badge here. Hey ho. Rex the dog, number 477. Yeah, I think there's like 800 people there or something. I did register pretty late, to be honest, TBH. So that's why I've got, like, number 477 and not, like, I don't know, number, like, 65 or something that a bunch of other people had. I quite like, dude, this sticker's freaking funny. This sticker's really funny. It's just like a girl outside the unemployment office in Spain. I quite like that. I think that's quite funny. Where is my keychain of Barry? I can't see. I cannot freaking see. This is my badge. This is my name badge I had. Rex! Risu drew that on the sofa while I was eating breakfast. I didn't have a name badge. I've never had a name badge. Like, 'cause this is what, like, people like furries do and stuff. Like, you have, like, your badge for... This isn't gonna fit on my head. But furries have, like, you know, like, their badge for, like, the convention. The one that they give you. And then furries quite often have, you know, so you're, like... Your this thing. Yeah. But then people often have, like, a big badge that, like, you know, it's got, like, some artwork on or something like that. Dude, some people, like, have on their neck, like, 20 of these things. You know, they have, like, 2 different big-ass portraits of their character. They've got this thing. They've got their super gold member pass on. They've got like a big thing on that's just like, you know, ask for photos or like, you know, hug me or I speak Portuguese or whatever. Like some dudes have got like freaking 10,000 badges on. I got nothing, man. I got nothing. I usually just have this thing. But then the morning of, Arisa was like, I'll make you a badge. So we were just like, it was just the morning before we like walked along to go register. And Arisa just drew this on the iPad. And on the walk to the convention, we stopped at a place and printed it out. and then I just jammed the lanyard in until it made a little hole at the top. Because they didn't have a hole punch or anything like that, you know. So like this was hot off the press, the frickin' morning of. The F20 each symbolizes an enemy slain. I wish scalping. I could be scalped. To be fair, there was some snaps. I will find some of these different creatures and stuff. You should play Beam. I don't know what Beam and G is. I don't know what that is. I'm not aware of what that is. Beaming drive. Oh. You should not be scalped. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be scalped. True. But yeah, I do have a lot of like stuff on my phone. Like a lot of like photos and stuff like that. I do have the Rex the Dog Max Fluffy crossover. I do have some stuff from that, which I need to like upload to the PC. The crossover no one was waiting for. Yeah. Yes, I do have some the Rex Fluffy, the Max Fluffy Rex Dog crossover did happen. It was real. You're pretty sure one person was waiting. Yes, that is true, actually. That is actually true. There probably was one person. No, there was, because there was people like, oh, dude, are you going to go over and, like, see the Fluffster? This was our room sign. Let me bring up our room sign real quick. This is our room sign. So I really like, I don't know if you guys have seen this recent there's this episode of Smiling Friends recently where it's frickin' what's he called, Alan and Glep. They're like standing at the doorway and he's like, me and Glep are going to AnimeCon. We are dressed up. Thank you. Goodbye. I just kept on being like, me and Arisu are at FurryCon. We are dressed up. So that was our room sign, which I found pretty fun. Which I found really in with the 2000s theme, right? Yeah, because like the theming was like 2000. Oh, here's a bunch of us. There we are. Look at us. Look at us dancing. Look at us dancing. There we are. There we are. Look at all these freaking animals. So many animals. Cutie patooties. Yeah, that is true. Everybody goes for like the cute fursuit. What if we went for the creepy fursuit? Look at him go. Dude, rare instance of Rex wearing the tail. Rare Rex tail sighting. Dude, this room was hot. This room was freaking hot. Yeah, so he's got one of those things. Like loads of people have these things where it's like a portable fan or portable whatever that they like stick in their mouth to cool down. It is a big win. What, bro? What app is this? What do you mean? You're on Twitch, no? Or do you mean, oh, what am I on right now? I'm on, like, Telegram. I'm on Telegram. Hey, oh! The crew! The crew! This right here, this in the middle, this is, they're on Twitter, they're called Choco Flaky. Choco Flaky on Twitter. They do a lot of, like, Pokemon art. But they do a lot of just, like, furry stuff as well. A really freaking cool. Really cool person. So that's, like, that's Choco Flaky on Twitter. If you don't know them. Do you know the ones that are bass? Twisted metallic fursuit. I don't think I've seen that. I think I've checked that out. But speaking of, I found it while we're yapping on. And then did I lose it again? Did I seriously just find it and then lose it again? Am I that stupid? No, it's here. It's here. It's here. So I got a keyring of their persona. So they've got that persona there that's like the dog. They've got that persona there that's a dog. And they got they also got this one here, which is like, it's the Pokemon Toxtricity. Toxtricity, you know, like the purple gecko-y thing. It's just kind of like a crazy, sort of like punk rock version of that. And I really like the character. And I got a keychain of that. Which is fun! Which is fun. And also this goofy little sticker. Little silly! Oh my god, the sillies. Oh my god. Yeah, I need to organize these because I know I got more stickers, but I don't know where they all are. Because I just kind of like came in the house and just like threw them on the table. So I need to like organize all the sticks. You know, I need to kind of organize all the stickers and stuff like that. Because I got a bunch of cool ones. I mean, like, they're all freaking cool. They're all very cool. Dude, this one's huge. This one's freaking huge. This guy's Nick. He's been in the chat before. Bass like bass. Yeah, bass like bass because I think they stuck speakers in the suit. Stuff like that, dude. Stuff like that, like putting like speakers or whatever or electronics in the suit and things like that. It's freaking cool, but at the same time, it's like, dude, that must be hard to wear. That must be hard to wear, for real. You know, like lugging around all these things. Like that Pikachu one I showed before, that's got like loads of crazy like LED stuff in it. That's got loads of like LED stuff in it, but it's like, oh my god, like dude, wearing that, whatever, must be pretty intense. It must be pretty intense. And dude, I think that like I'm a fairly I can fursuit. Do you know what I mean? Like I know it's a completely different board game when you're wearing like the full suit, and like I appreciate that. I freaking appreciate that. That it's just like a completely different game when you're wearing the fursuit. Let me try and type. Here we go. Here we go. Ho ho. I know. Yeah, like I know it's way more intense than, but it's like, dude. When it just comes to like parceling and having the head on or whatever, I can fursuit for a while. I can fursuit for a while. I can. Oh, cool. Valpino's uploaded some pictures of us. Yeah, you said you'd posted some cool things in the chat. Do. Let me bring this back up again. Let me. Haha. Ha. Jay-Z, hello. These are cute. Look at my pose. Dude, this is fun. It's like I'm idling. It's like I'm idling. These are super cute. Thank you for sending these. Oh, these are like the mascots. So these two guys here. These two guys are like the mascots. Yeah, the Rex idol pose. Yeah, I like that. This one's I like cute here, and then this one's like, dude, Arisu's a lot more ready than me. Arisu's like good to go. Arisu's like real good to go. Yeah, so like these characters here, these are like the mascots. There's like artwork and stuff of those everywhere. They're really freaking cute. Looks frozen in time. Yeah, she kind of is. Another bird. Dude, this guy is really cool. Dude, where was he from? Oh, man. He was from, like, the north of Spain. I'm trying to remember specifically. This guy was really nice. The badger I'm talking about. The badger. I mean, the bird, the griffin thing, it's, like, a really cool fursuit, too. But this badger guy, he's from, like, the north of Spain. And, like, where there's a lot of, like, you know, like, Basque Country and stuff like that, where there's a lot of, like, Celtic influence and stuff like that. And so you can't see it super well in this photo. You can't see it, like, super well in this photo. But this over here is kind of like a, you know, like a Celtic, you know, like, mark, insignia, glyph, whatever we call these things. So he had that kind of, like, a sort of, like, a tattoo design on his persona. And he had that, like, a lot in, like, his like, clothes and stuff like that he was wearing as well. But, he had just made this fursuit, like, just before the convention. Like, he just made it. Glyph, like, Warframe. Yes, like Warframe. He'd made this, like, just before the convention. And he, it's so impressive, man. It was so impressive. Because, like, it was, like, his first thing that he'd made of, like, anything like that. And, the eyes, the vision in it was, like, really, really low, though. So, like, the eyes that he had here, so you can see kind of on this guy's, like, fursuit, and, you know, like, mine here, like, the eyes are like a mesh, right? So the eyes are like a mesh that you look through. So we usually have these big-ass cartoony eyes, which we look through. His eyes were like, let's chuck him there. Can you fit there? You want to go there? You safe? Yeah, you're safe. His eyes were like sort of like beady eyes, like, you know, the type of like eyes you might find on like a bear, like you know, like teddy bear or something like that, like a Winnie the Pooh. So they looked really cool. The eyes looked really cool, but you couldn't see through them. They were like opaque glass or whatever. You couldn't actually see through those. So he had like on the side. So he had just kind of like two holes on the side, like there, like here and here, to see out of. So the vision in it was like basically non-existent. And he was like, yeah, I finished making this like the day before, and then I realized that like the you know, the vision on it was like so freaking low. But I was like, dude, this looks cool though. This looks really, really cool. So he said he was gonna like work on that or whatever, but he was like super, super nice. He was like a nice guy. I also like met I met some guy from, no, he wasn't from Cornwall, that was somewhere else. I think he was from Bath. I think he was from Bath in the UK. I met some guy who's like from Bath from the UK, and he dude, he had like a badger persona. And then he met this guy, and he was like, whoa, let's go. There was also, like, a snack exchange, right? So, like, a thing where people bring, you know, food from, like, their country to, like, share with people. So, like, this British guy brought a bunch of stuff, like Percy Pigs and Colin the Caterpillars and stuff like that. So it was fun to, like, have frickin' Arisu try some of that stuff, you know? Because she's from here in Spain. This girl was really nice. Dude, she made this whole thing out of just, like, cardboard and paper. I think, again, just before the convention. It's got a really cool, like, cartoony look. It's got, like, a really, really cool cartoony look. I think that's such a good thing as well for people who, like, because, like, fursuit materials are, like, so expensive. You know, between, like, the foam and the fur, and, like, if you mess up, you've, like, it costs, like, so much money or whatever. So I think, like, when people are, like, learning to make these things, and like they do stuff out of like paper and stuff like that. It's so freaking cool. This looked like really impressive, in my opinion. Licorice sailor pipes. They sound good. They sound bloody good. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So as I was saying, these two at the front, they're like the mascots. So it's called like ibercon. So it's like meant to be like Iberian Peninsula, right? So the idea is like this Poochie here. This Poochie here is like the sort of like representing Portugal. This dude here, Bobby. And this dog here is like the Spanish representation. The Spanish representation. I think they're really cool. I think they were both made by like a Portuguese person. I think they were both made by a Portuguese person. I'm gonna post a little link on Twitter to let some of the people at the convention know. Cool. Kill. Also, cool crow there. I like the crow. The crow's a vibe. Get them go. Yeah, they're all kind of dressed like this because the idea was like 2000s. That's like the theming. Like if you see like all this kind of like artwork and posters and whatever, and some like the music and events. Yeah, it was all like 2000 themed. Dude, the egg was freaking cool. Yeah, I was gonna say crow wrap. There was like a bird meat. They had a bird meat. So where like all the bird people got together in one of like the conference rooms and whatever, and hung out and did bird activities. So there was a bird meet. Dude, fursuit props underrated, man. There was a good stall in the dealer's den, and they had like loads of. We'll probably see some in the photos, but they were selling a lot of cigarettes. So they had like these these plushy cigarettes, you know, sort of like fursuit sized, so you could put them in your giant freaking head. And I think they were only like 10 euros or something. So it was like 10 euros for like these fursuit cigarettes. I think they all sold out like really quickly. I think they all sold out really quickly. I think stuff like that's like a good idea, man. For just like, it's the type of thing people want. Like, it's the type of thing people will buy and have, like, fun with, and they can, like, use at the convention and whatever. And also, if there's anything where you can just sort of, like, make a bunch of it, it makes it so much easier for the maker as well, right? Just, like, bash out 50 cigarettes. Production line it. Bash out a bunch of eggs. There was a giant carrot for sale. I don't know if anyone bought that, because it was huge. It was a huge... Fursuit-sized real cigarettes, that would be kind of sick. That would be kind of sick. Dude, this one's so freaking cool. The dino. This one, like, so cool, man. This one, like, so cool, man. I mean, not that the others aren't, right? Not that the others aren't. It's just, like, you don't often see, you know, like, a dinosaur or something like that. Like, pretty badass. Pretty badass. I like the pants. The pants are funky. The pants are funky! Sergal. It's a species, right? Sergal. But yeah, stuff like this I think is like super freaking cool. Like props. You know, props and stuff like that. So cool, man. I need to get some stuff like that. But what would even be my prop? What would even be my prop? You know, what would I even need? The cheese wedges. Yeah, it is kind of cheese wedgie shaped now. Do be truly kind of cheese wedgie shaped. I'm on the wrong screen. Oh no. Oh, people have posted more things. This is the dog I was talking about. This is the dog I was talking about. Hawaii. Like, dude, like, I mean, like, do a bit of a scale comparison between, like, this dude's head, the size of her head. Like, it's giant. It looks so good, though. It looks so good. I can't remember the name of the maker, but it's one of those, like, you know, sort of like Rockstar fursuit makers. Dogbone. You say that, Beagle. Somebody gave one of the other birds gave a Risu a bone. One of the other birds gave a Risu, like, a big plushy bone. Which is pretty fun. I might ask her to bring it here sometime. Because I think she took it home. But yeah, I think this fursuit, I think, so cool. So cool. I just think that head must be, like, pretty intense to wear. I think it must be pretty intense to wear. That looks so cool. This is cool. This is one of those, it's like the Zootopia popsicles, or whatever they call them. Whatever they do be calling those things. This guy's crazy. This guy does a lot of, like... yeah, Zootopia. No, that'd be Zootopia. Is that what I was saying? Zootopia? Was I saying Zootopia? Zootopia. Zootopia. Yeah, this guy's like one of those, like, you know those, like, silent suitors where they, like, don't talk? He just goes around, like, squeaking and stuff, and it's like... It legit sounds like he's using, like, a soundboard or something. The squeaks and sound effects that, like, this dude is producing is are freaking crazy. Are actually freaking crazy. Oh, maybe he's squeaking here. No, he's just getting cheesed. Just getting cheesed. Just getting a slap with the cheese. Getting a little bit of a slap with the cheese. Where were we? We were around here as well, weren't we? More birds! Why am I coughing? More and more birds. Despise our voice survey a silent suitor. I mean, dude, honestly, one of the, like, the big advantages of, like, fursuiting is, like, if you ever just want to, like, fricking dissociate and you just want to sort of, like, exist. Oh no, we got it's hidden in the background. It's hidden in the background. Let's glug up here, Matt. One of the advantages, man, of the fursuiting is, like, if you want to, you can just, like, disassociate, and you can just be there. You can just vibe, you know? They can just be, like, a group of people, and you can just be, like... you can just be behind the massive foam head, just sort of, like, vibing out and being there and existing. You could just do that. She was really nice. I think she was called Bot. I think that was her name. She was super nice. I like the head a lot as well. Dude, as much as I like being a massive freaking Funko Pop, fursuit head, I do like these ones which are a bit, you know, I guess kind of like a Risu's. A Risu's is like, well, Risu's is like freaking spring lock. Hers is a zip here. To get into hers, you unzip here, and it, like, comes apart at the back, because it's basically, like, just, like, formed to our head size. And there's been a couple of times when that zip has kind of got, like, a little bit jammed on the hair or whatever, and it's nearly been, like, a spring lock situation. Spring trap, vulture trap, spring Risu, whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say. But as much as I do like these, you know, being a massive ass Funko Pop, and I do like my big ass head, I do really vibe with these ones which are more like forming to your head shape and stuff like that. I think they're really, really cool. But dude, I'm not gonna get another fursuit head. I'm not that crazy. Or affluent. Or affluent. Dude, there's a dude here who has, like, he has the same fursuit head twice. He has literally the same fursuit head. Now, there is an explanation for it. He got his fursuit head stolen in Birmingham. Some dude, like, stole his fursuit head in Birmingham because it's Birmingham. And, So he ended up getting a new one from like the same maker, so it's just basically like a reproduction of the one that got stolen. And then like it was some really weird ass situation where like the fursuit head ended up being like sold at like cash converters or something, and then somebody bought it and like for like £20 from like cash converters, or like, you know, I don't know, I don't freaking know, We Buy Any Car or something. And he ended up getting the fursuit back. And so now he's got like 2 of the same fursuit. But at this convention he brought both, which I don't understand why. Like, so he had like the same fursuit twice. So sometimes he was wearing like number 1 and sometimes wearing, I don't know. Whatever, man. Do whatever you want. This was that Whispers guy. It's kind of blurry here. But he's like, he has like a red fox, kind of like, I don't know if there's gonna be anything more clear. But it's like he's like the front man of this band. It was like that thing. This guy was kind of fun. This guy was running around. Being goofy. I don't think I even saw this dude. If they're reselling the head for £20, that means the shop gave the thief even less than for old savage. But the thing was, Fireball, it was a laptop and the fursuit head. That's what it was. It was a laptop and the fursuit head. So I'm personally surprised that he didn't just like throw the fursuit head in the rubbish. Like, I'm kind of surprised by that, because it was just like a normal local hoodlum who just sort of like snuck into the hotel. Like, I think they had stuff on cameras or whatever. Like, it was just some like, you know, local Birmingham hoodlum who snuck in and took like a laptop, some larger scale laptop bag that had like a fursuit head in or whatever. And I'm surprised they didn't just like go and like sell the fursuit head at the whatever. Yeah. Whispers is the front man. Yeah, Whispers is the guy. Yeah, he's like the front man, and then he has a band. Yeah, I think Whispers is the dude, is the fox dude. He's like the front man. So I'm kind of surprised that they didn't just like chuck away the fursuit head and you know, sell the laptop. Either way, the fursuit head ended up getting back to him. It just like, I was like, it sounds made up, dude. And he's like, no, like, I went back and I verified everything. I was like, alright, sure. You know, you're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Do 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 boom 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 boom. What's he drawing? No, but loads of cool freaking fursuits, to be real. This one's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this girl in like the Garurumon does like loads of Halo stuff. Like makes loads of like Halo armor. You know, like ODST troopers and like shock troopers and all this stuff. I'm pretty sure that I think it's any of that like armored stuff. Like, I think that like that furry costume is this like Garurumon they've got from Digimon, which looks really sick. And then they do loads of like Helldivers, you know, like Star Wars, like Imperial 501st, like Halo stuff, like loads of like armor things, which I think is really, really cool. I always like that stuff. ODS2 is the shock trooper, okay. Dude, I love the fursuit beanies. The fursuit beanies are always so freaking cool, man. The fursuit beanies are always so cool, man. I really like stuff like that. When it's like beanies and like hats and like, dude, just all the like accessory stuff, man. It's so cool. It's so cool. Loads of people with glasses now. I mean, it's like the 3D printing thing, right? Like with the 3D printing, like loads of people with like glasses and stuff like that. Yeah, Lutz's like artwork and stuff like that really cool as well. Oh, this is where we were before we dropped out. Yeah, I need to get a beanie. It would be cool, right, Beagle? I think it would be cool. I think it would be very cool. Dude, I'm obsessed with this, man. This, like, bug. This, like, alien. Like, Gleep Glorp from outer space. Looks so, so cool, man. Looks so, so cool. I know I'm contributing to the problem. I know I'm part of the problem. I'm not part of the solution. I appreciate that. I get that. Right? I, like... but... all of the, like, the non-doggies, right? All of the, like, non-doggies which are out there, you know, like the not a dog, not a wolf, not a, you know, all that kind of stuff. I love when you see stuff like, you know, like the ant, or you see stuff, you know, the alien, or the bird, or the, like, giraffe, or just all these, like, other creatures. It's, like, so freaking cool. Whenever I see stuff like that, I just, like, I freak out, man. I freak out. Because you do not see it very often. Hopefully see a better, clearer look of that one as we kind of, like, rock through a bunch of these. A bunch of these. Yeah, these are really cool as well. These suits here, man. Like, again, like, these ones here, like, especially this one in the middle, I think they're a skunk. I think they're called Coco. I think that's Coco the skunk, I think. These ones where they're, like, smaller heads and stuff, as I was saying. Like, I like being a Funko bobblehead. It's fun. But I do think that those ones which are, like, a bit smaller in scale or whatever, I think, like, aesthetically, really, really freaking cool. Really, really cool. This dude took a lot of pictures. Good job. Good job on taking a lot of pictures. I've not taken as many. I have not taken as many. Again, lifted up. Oh, that's kind of cool. Dude, that's kind of cool with the frickin', the colors as well. I like it. I like it. I like it. Dude, this one was also badass. I think they're all the same maker. I think, like, this one here, and, a couple of other ones they'll probably kind of see as we rock through. I think that's some, like, young dude in Barcelona who's just been, like, churning out these fursuits, which just look so, really sick as well. Dude, I don't like, it's crazy to me, like, when there's, like, these, like, you know, like, people in, like, their early 20s, like, students and stuff like that, and they're, like, studying or whatever, and they're also just, like, making freaking fursuits. Like, I don't know, man. And, like, you see some of them, and you see some of these fursuit makers, right? And, like, the fursuits start to look, like, really good within, like, 2 or 3 fursuits. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, you see some of these guys, and it's just, like, they've made, like, 2 or 3 fursuits, and they already look, like, just, like, really sick. Like, you know, like, how do I put it? Sort of, like, just, like, professional costume level quality. It's just so cool, man. It's actually just, like, so freaking cool. It's actually just so cool. No! No! We were further up, weren't we? We were further up. We were further up. I don't think we looked at these. Oh, we were, like, literally here. Yeah, we were, like, literally here. Okay. Big fan of the Project. Always a big fan of the Projects. I always think that stuff's freaking cool. I like the crazy LED screens and stuff like that. Again, like, I'd probably hate to wear that. And I'd probably get annoyed by all the sort of, like, the technical issues that will surely arise, you know, like, all that kind of stuff. But if they want to do that and look cool and I can check them out, freaking do it. Because I like them a lot. As I was saying, I especially like the dinosaur one here. I especially like the dinosaur one there. Yeah, this dude is one of the DJs. This guy here. I think he's called like Sack or something. Bro, I can't remember. Dude, it gets hard as well. It gets hard as well. I'm thankful for you guys, right? A lot of you regular guys who hang out here, who just have one name. There's sometimes these furries and they've got like 5 different freaking names. You know? They're wearing like 3 different name badges with different names. They're called one thing on Telegram. They're called one thing on Twitter. They're called one thing on Discord. They tell you another name as well. It's like, who are you? Who are you? So it's already hard enough with names. But then some people, you've got to... you gotta go through all the stuff. Basic consistent with that. I mean, obviously we have like nicknames and we have stuff like that, and like sure. But sometimes it gets confusing. Sometimes it gets confusing. I like the fishy. Fishy, cool. I don't think I saw this dude. No, I did. Penguin Zero Charlie Moist Critical. For me, again, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, and it's fine, and it's just my personal opinion. Like I really don't know why, but I have this kind of like visceral ick reaction to like when people call like people like that by like their first name. Like call them like call them like Charlie, or call them like whatever. It I don't know. I think I've talked about this before because I have a friend who like he really likes DJs, and he's just always referring to the DJs by their first name, and it's just like you're not their friend. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're not their friend. It's like, I don't know, like imagine if like Iron Man was real and it was just like, oh guys, you seen what Tony was doing? Did you see what Tony did yesterday? It's like, no dude, did you see what Iron Man did? Did you see what Iron Man did? Yes, first names are for friends and the critical moist is no friend of mine. Yes. Michael Mouse is no friend of mine. I love his interview or whatever you call it with Dr. K, and it begins with, oh, it's you. I was expecting someone else. Like someone I don't know. Isn't your name something else? Tell your name in Hungarian, but it'd be way more confusing to pronounce. But you just... Well, you know... I mean, there is stuff like that where people have, like... I appreciate stuff like that, especially when it's like, there's a lot of people who do that of, they come from, like, China or they come from, like, Hong Kong or something, and they just end up, like, adopting an English name. And I don't think that's necessary. I don't think they have to do that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like, if you come here, you're going to be called William. Like, I don't think it's, I don't think that's required. But, if they want to do that, cool. But, like, don't adopt 12 names, that's when it gets kind of confusing. Alright, that's when it gets kind of confusing. But yes, the critical moist is no friend of mine. That's why my real name is Matthew, because I think it's cool for an English version of Mate? Yeah, I'm not sure how to say it. Mate, maybe? But yeah, no, I did see this. I think they're called Gesu. This suit's badass. Again, as I'm saying, I know I'm contributing to the problem. I am another freaking dog. But. Whenever I see the other species and stuff like that, it's just like, dude, this is so freaking cool. So freaking cool. Yeah, this dude took a lot of pictures. Good job. Good job, Mr. Red and Purple Fox Wolf guy. You out there farming pictures. You got everything ready. You got Fursuit Friday until 2032 covered in the bag. That looks cute. I can't quite see like the picture on it, but that looks cute. That looks freaking cute. Oh, a lot of people doing this. A lot of people doing this. I will say, dude, this is the one thing about ibercon this year is the outside area of the convention was a downgrade. It was a downgrade. There was still like this cool outside area here, but like overall like convention like really freaking good and like nice people and all that kind of stuff. But outdoor area like a little bit of a downgrade. TBH. But it still had that space there, which was cool. Which was cool. Yeah, that's Choco Flaky again. No, different hotel. Different hotel, so no smash lights. No lights to smash. No lights to be smashed. So, unable to smash lights because no lights to be smashed. Yeah, this is what I was talking about here. These, like, Fursuit cigarettes. I think that's the ones that... Dude, it's super small here, isn't it? Zooming in! So, these here. Yeah, I think they were selling them for, like, 10 euros. And I bet they wish they made more. I bet they wish they made more. Because I imagine that would be, like, not super crazy to make. Bash them out like a production line. 10 euro a pop. More than fair. For, like, you know, like a handmade fursuit proppy item thing. People just ate them up. Seriously. They could have made more or charged more for them, to be honest. Because people love those. Everybody loves smoking. I think we're in the Choco Flaky section. We're getting a lot of pictures with Choco Flaky. Elevator con. Dude, that's freaking cool. Is that like on the pants? Is that on the jeans? The Pikachu? Also, dude, I like the paws. The paws are sick. I don't know who this is. I didn't talk to this person. It looks cool. I like. Got some dancing here. For me, it's not that good, though. I do vape. I have reflux. Yeah, I don't smoke myself. Matt. Yeah, this guy's got the crazy tongue. Mr. Tongue Man. Mr. Crazy Cyberpunk Tongue Man. Honestly, dude, this is like... I mean, already now, it's like, what are we, like, first week of May? Dude, what's the temperature today? What is the temperature here today? Temperature, Madrid. Oh, it's kind of cool today. It's 18 degrees Celsius. So what's that in Fahrenheit? 64? 64, 65? 64, 65? So it's not crazy hot today or anything. But we've had some hot days like the past few. And, yeah, honestly, dude, if they had this convention, like, even just, like, a few weeks later in the year, you know, you had this in the middle of May, or you had this into June, or, God forbid, you had it in, like, July or August, dude, it would be so freaking hot. It would be so freaking hot here in Spain, you know? So it's honestly kind of the move to have it at this weekend. Like, specifically, you know, it is kind of the move. It does kind of make sense. I'm in a couple of them, Tony. I'm not in a lot of these. We're just looking at, like, pictures posted on, like, the group from the convention, just from, like, people who went. So we're seeing a lot of photos that kind of other people took and stuff like that. Hey, Arian P. Hello. There's Mr. Tongue again. Big chili dog. Big ass chili dog. Oh, dude, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I saw this guy. I think this dude here makes quite a lot of costumes of like characters and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they did like a Death Wolf one, and they did like a Lucario, and they did a dude, loads of stuff. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Yeah, I don't smoke or anything myself. I don't smoke anything myself, Tony. The Burger King crown. The Burger King crown kind of cursed, though. The kind of cursed Burger King crown. Oh, my lord. Oh, my days. There's Choco Flaky again. Some random croquetas. Okay. Some random croquetas. Dude, otters. Otters. Yeah, like I said, dude, any of the other species, I'm just like, sick. Sick, 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 sick. Dude, loads of good artists as well. I mean, like, you always find that, stuff like that. What are they dancing about? Yeah, the king from Robin Hood. Exactly. Yeah, so they've done loads of these, Beagle. Like, they do loads of, like, different, they do loads of different characters and stuff like that. I think they just really enjoy making fursuits like a lot. So I think I think they just like make fursuits to sell some. So then they got money to like get more materials to make other ones. You know what I mean? But a lot of them are really cool. Like, check out some like cool characters every now and then. Dude, I seeing what that person does and seeing the stuff that they make, I bet they're doing like a Fox McCloud one at the moment. I bet they are. I bet they are because of like the whole like Mario movie and stuff like that. The whole like Mario movie and stuff like that. I bet they're doing a Fox McCloud one or something like that. The stickers. The stickers. Whenever there's a furry convention and your local lampposts just start getting furry stickified to the max. To the max, to the max, to the max, max, max. Dude be doodling. Dude be out there doodling. Oh, it is May the 4th today. That is true. It is May the 4th today. What was this? Was this like a panel? Maybe this was like a panel. The clones! Attack of the Clones. Dude, this fursuit's so freaking cool as well. I think they're called Eddie, I think. Again, with like the big ass bone. Yeah, I was saying it before. Somebody just gave Arisu a bone. It's like a different like sort of style one to that. But they just gave Arisu a bone. Vulture privileges. Vulture privileges, you know? Get the bone. But yeah, this fursuit's so freaking cool. The Spider-Man meme. The Spider-Man meme. Yeah, dude, this stuff's always super fun, which is like stuff for people to like spam stickers and stuff like that. Very, very, very fun. Yeah, this guy, I think this guy here, I think that's from like the same, he was telling me, I think that's from like the same maker as the frickin' those ones we were looking at before. Like the lion and all that kind of stuff. I think this fursuit's very cool. I think this fursuit's got a really cool design. I like it. I like it. I think I generally sort of like eye styles like this. Like, I do think like eye styles like this look like really freaking cool. But with my big ass gawky Funko Pop giant eyes, at least I can see. At least I can see. At least a bit, you know? And also, dude, it's what we're going for. Look, the frickin' this guy's got big eyes as well. We got big eyes on the bloody on the VTuber as well. We're doing the big eyes. Thunder Desert, who are you? Thunder Desert, which is you? Are you there? Who are you? Are you in the frickin'... Are you in the Fursuit pictures? Do you exist? Cocoa Beans, what's up? What is up? I've been, Oh, this is you. What up? Hello. Yeah, we're just hanging out at the moment, and we're looking through a bunch of... We're on that, like, media thing on the Telegram. And we're looking at, We're looking at a lot of the photos and stuff like that. Hello, Jerry! Hello, Jerry. Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, so we've been at, Dude, I was gonna, like, play games today. But I'm like... I'm kind of pooped. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. But no, had a really good time, Jerry. Had a vibe. And we're just hanging out. And we're looking through a bunch of, like, the photos and stuff. I didn't take a ton of photos, to be honest. I do have some, but I need to, like, upload them and whatever to my PC. Which sounds complicated. Well, it's not complicated. But I'm just being lazy. So we're just kind of looking through all these photos that people uploaded and stuff like that. It's a convention called ibercon. 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 It's here in Madrid. It is here in Madrid. And yeah, this is the second year. This is the second year of the convention. Oh no, are we gonna lose where we are again? No, we're back. We're freaking back. Yeah, this is our second year they've done the convention. And so we've been there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hanging out with the people. And yeah, just kind of catching up with chat. And showing them like a bunch of the photos and the cool fursuits and stuff like that. This guy's got the super Pokeball. The super Pokeball. Porbert. What up, Porbert? Well, yes and no. Yes and no, Avian. Because if I'm saying it in English, I would be saying like ibercon. But like the your I in Spanish is more like an E, like me. So if I'm saying it in like a Spanish accent, I'm gonna be saying like ibercon. Do you get what I mean? So like in English it's Iberia, but in Spanish it's Iberia. So yeah. So I end up going backwards and forwards all the time, dude. I always go backwards and forwards all the time. I try to say Iber more than I say Iber because of Spanish supremacy. Because of the Spanish supremacy. But yeah. I try to but so both are fine, to be honest. It is a Porbert. It do be a Porbert. Porbert. You went to someone called PoppyCon. Was it good? There's your Spider-Man meme. Was it Fireball? It was Fireball saying that. There's your Spidey. There's your Spidey on the go. This is freaking cool. It's freaking cool. I like that. But dude, like a lot of fursuits. It like I've been in Spain dude, like like 7-8 years now or whatever. And dude, it felt like it felt like 7-8 years ago or whatever that there was like not. It didn't feel like there was a lot of fursuits in Spain. it did not feel like there was a lot of fursuits in Spain. Like obviously, like I mean, like not that I'm gonna know who everybody is or whatever, right? But it felt like there was a couple dozen fursuits in Spain that like you knew of, right? And now there's like, dude, there's so many. I do appreciate that everybody here is not from Spain, right? And you've got people coming from like Portugal, and you got people coming from further away, and whatever. But dude, like there's just like so many fursuits now, and like a bunch of makers as well. Like when I got this made, there was like two people like publicizing that they were like making fursuits and stuff like that. And then now it feels like there was like like 10 or so like quote unquote named fursuit makers on like the Spanish scene. You know what I mean? COVID happened. Do you think it was that significant? Do you think so? Do you think like the freaking the code effect's that big? You know so. Doesn't think, knows. I never think, I know. You guys in Portugal, the furries from there are great. Yeah, a lot of furries here, like, at this convention from Portugal. And people, like, involved in, like, organizing the con and stuff like that from Portugal. And, yeah, nice people. Nice people. I had zero negative interact. I had one interaction that maybe seemed negative, but I think they just didn't hear what I said. Like, there's somebody who, like, it seemed like they might have just sort of, like, walked away, but I think they just didn't sort of, hear what I said. Check the Magmar. Magmar be loading. Hey, yo! Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo! And hello there, Nixola! Hello, hello. But yeah, dude, good people in Portugal, for real. Good people in Portugal. I think the t-shirt's pretty cool as well. Like a lot of the t-shirts and stuff, because it's all like 2000 themed and stuff like that. I think a lot of them look cool. I didn't get one, but I think a lot of them look pretty cool. I think a lot of them looked pretty neat. Dude, I like this, the goat. Yeah, I mean, it's not in Portugal, cocoa beans. It's here in Spain. But, obviously it's pretty accessible from Portugal, right? Because, like, there's a lot of trains and stuff like that. So, like, Spain and Portugal is, like, pretty well connected. It's pretty well linked. Unless you're somewhere, like, really, really rural. Right? But yeah, if you're in Portugal, like as I said, there's a lot of Portuguese people at the convention. Like you'd be able to get there. You'd definitely be able to get there for sure. It's been this weekend both years, the like May Day weekend. You know, the May Day weekend. It's been that the first year and the second year. I assume it's going to be there the third year. I assume it's going to be the same weekend the third year. Like the final weekend of April / first weekend of May. I assume it's going to be that weekend next year. Because like the Friday's a public holiday. Like the Friday's like Dia del Trabajador. It's like Workers' Day. So, most people have that day off for vacations. So it's the idea of like, the weekend's a bit longer, and people can go. The theme next year is Luigi's Mansion, which I'm pretty down for. It is Star Wars Day, May the 4th. It is Star Wars Day. But yeah, dude, I like this goat. This goat's pretty cool. I seen some of the Star Wars game modes. I did see some of the Star Wars game modes. Rex around Luigi chat. True. 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 I do like a big... Dude, I'm obsessed with this. Have you guys seen this, like, video? Where it's like Luigi dancing, and it's like you found lost media. Like, have you guys seen this? Like, it's like all over Twitter. I'm obsessed with it. It's like the funniest thing ever. I hope somebody makes like a CapCut template or something for it. You know, where you just like drag in the freaking PNGs and it just does all the work for you. Because I could do like you found Rex media. I really like it. And I was literally in like the quotes of that tweet watching like every single variation of it. I find it really funny. I find it really, really funny. The Rex and the Luigi cap. That's the move. That's the freaking move. There's a really schizophrenic video I gotta send you now, but you might have seen it. But send me it. Send me it. Everyone knows jokes only get funnier the more you say them. You know? Like, every time you say 6-7, it's more funny than the last time you said it. Do you know what I mean? So you just gotta, like, keep going. You just over and over. Repeating the jokes. Yes! Yeah, I've seen that. It's very good. I've seen that, Avian. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. Yeah. I very much like those, like, Homer Simpson format stuff as well. These are two of the... I don't know if these are, like, the two, like, the organizers. But these guys here, like, the Mr. Red and Mr. Blue, they're, like, two of the big organizers for the convention. Which is cool, man, because, like... Dude, it's freaking good to have something like this, like, in Spain. I think this is, like, something, like, to have this sort of, like, you know, event and stuff like this put together in Spain. Yeah, I remember that conversation. I remember that conversation, Fireball. For the hockey team. The hockey team. Oh, we have a release date for Galactic Racing. I want to play that. I do want to play that. I do want to play that. But yeah, these are two of the, like, the big organizers or whatever who put together the convention. But dude, like, for me especially, I'm like super freaking these aren't the mascots. These are just dudes. These... Where are you? Yeah, this is one of the mascots. This guy here is one of the mascots. I was just trying to see if I can see a photo of them together. We had like 10,000 photos of them together, didn't we? Well, now we did done. Now when you want them, they won't frickin' show up. now that I want them, they've disappeared into the cosmos. They'll be around. They'll return. Where the hell are you? Bros. You have found lost media. It was problematic media. You have lost media. Where is my lost media? Yeah, these guys. So these two are like the mascots. Yeah, kind of like the mice that they have for the NFC. I've not. Do you go each year? It's like 6,000 people, isn't it? It's pretty big. It's like a lot of people, no? You found the problematic media, but it's lost media. Dude, I also, like, I find, like, I like the word media because it's, like, it's so, like, it's so reductive. Do you know what I mean? Like, not everything's, like, media.
It like can't like a book like be like a. I know you guys like when I say book. Can't like a book or like a film or something like that be like a piece of art instead of just being like media like media. I don't know. It's really fun. Yeah, I might go in February. I might go. I might go. But yeah, they're like the mascots. No, yeah, I know, but it sounds. I like media better than content. I do. Content is far more. Content is far more reductive. Content is like far more reductive. But I also think media is as well. I do also think media is as well. Like I saw something, dude. What were they talking about? Oh, it was like Cuphead. I think it was like Cuphead, and someone was like posting a bunch of Cuphead things, and they were like, I prefer the Tim slop, trough slop. Someone was posting a bunch of Cuphead things, and they were like, oh, like it sucks when the media you like is like a dead franchise, and it's like, isn't Cuphead just like a? Can't it just be like a piece of art that somebody made? Instead of being media dead franchise. Honestly, it's good because since around Malmo, you see furries walking around a lot. I know it's like that with all cons in big cities. No, not necessarily, Coco. Honestly, not necessarily. There are conventions where like stuff takes over kind of like the city like that, and you have a lot of people like surrounding like the hotel and stuff like that. But you do have other ones where it is very much just like confined to the hotel, and that sort of area. And when people are like out in the wild and stuff like that, it's not really in fursuit. So it's not actually like that everywhere. So it is kind of special, as you say, and stuff like that where you get it. It's hard to say Cuphead is dead because it took forever for the main game and the DLC came out years ago. I mean, it's hard to say something's dead if it just like is what it is. Like if I wrote a book and I released a book and then somebody calls it like, oh man, what a dead franchise, and it's like isn't it just a book I made? you know what I mean? Like I don't think they promised like the Cuphead universe or something. I think they just made Cuphead. But yeah, these aren't the mascots, but these are like people who like make the convention. Do you know what I mean? The Fox meetup. Yeah, I think this dude is a kangaroo. Isn't franchise? Maybe I'm wrong. But isn't like franchise by definition something that like you license out or can be licensed out, right? Like at least that's what it is in the context of like, like fast food or clothing stores or something like that, right? Where the franchise is something that is like expanded and like licensed out and things like that, with the idea of it just like, producing more and more. Isn't that franchising? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe the concept of a franchise and the verb to franchise are different. Yeah, I think you're right, Avian. I do think you're right. I hate when you find lost media. Dude, we're literally in the ibercon media channel. A franchise is a business model where established company franchisor grants a license to an individual group franchisee to sell goods and services, use its brand, and leverage its business system in exchange for fees and royalties. It allows franchisees to operate independently while receiving support like training and marketing. Dude, I will franchise this shit out. If you wanna be Rex, if you wanna be Rex, we will franchise this operation out. We will send you a Rex VTuber model. We will send you a Rex Fursuit. And the appropriate branding. We will franchise this out. Remember, guys, I'm not a sellout because I haven't done it, but I would sell out. You know the have you seen those memes where it's like meet potential man, or it's like like potential boyfriend, or it's like potential potential video game protagonist, or like like crap like that. It's like potential hero shooter, and it's like it's like Concord and a bunch of stuff. It's like that meme format where it's just like the picture in the middle and it's white and the black text around it. I'm potential sellout. Meet potential game. Yes, exactly. That's what meet potential game. Meet potential game. Exactly. Rock your body, yeah. Rock your body. Yeah. Everybody, yeah. Rock your body. Backstreet's back, alright. Oh, I've got the wrong verse. Whatever, who cares? Alright! Yeah, meet potential game. Meet potential game. Yeah, music, dude, which is cool. People playing music in fursuit's freaking cool, man. Badass. Freaking badass. I will tell you that much. Yeah, this is the dude who got his fursuit stolen. This guy here, like the Undertale goat, but different. Undertale goat, but different. It's got the same fursuit twice. Got the same fursuit twice. You lucky you don't use it that much? Don't use what, Coco? Which thing have you not been using a lot? Everybody. But yeah, no, dude. Yeah, we were talking about before, dude. It was like somebody like stole his fursuit at like Confuzzled, and then it like weirdly showed up like 6 months later, like through like just like a really weird series of circumstances. So we got the fursuit back. He got the fursuit back, but he's got two of the but he in the meantime, like when it was missing, when it was gone, he like got the same fursuit again from the same maker. So since the old fursuit got returned, he's got like two of the same fursuit by the same maker. It's kind of crazy. So it ended up returning to him. It ended up returning to him through like a really weird series of circumstances. No, not at this convention. Not at this convention. Not at ibercon. Not at lovely ibercon. No, don't worry, dude. I don't think anything like of that level or like drama or anything like of that sort of thing happened at like ibercon. I know some people did have some like some bad interactions on the street. So I don't want to like reduce anybody's experience or anything like that. But dude, in general, Madrid. I don't know where you're from, Thunder Desert. I don't know where you live. But in general, here in Madrid, it's like a really safe city. To be honest, it's honestly like a really safe city, and you know stuff like that isn't really obviously like it's good to be careful and whatever, but that sort of thing in Madrid generally doesn't happen, Hey Rex, has there been days where you feel pissed off and feel better later on? Yes. yes. I am a lot better now. I keep my cortisol in check. But I used to be very easy to trigger a rage bait. I think just like over time and perspective and whatever, you sort of relax on things like that. Raider Sonic, hello, good day to you. Hope you're doing good. I've been at a furry convention here. You're from Barcelona. Okay, yeah. And it is, at least in the zone hotel where I was. Yeah. It's honestly like, I think also though, like, I come from like the north of England where like it can be quite rough. And I just feel like generally here in Spain, like people go like, oh, it was like crazy. These two people had a fight. And like by a fight, they usually just mean two people were shouting at each other. And I'm like, okay, it's not great to shout at each other, but like, that's not violent. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. But yeah, generally here in Madrid, even the places, the areas of Madrid which people say like, ooh, it's dangerous there, like Vallecas or stuff like that. Like, personally, in my opinion, I don't think they are. I think if you walk around with an open bag, you know, or you sit on a terraza or a cafe with your bag in like a stupid position, of course, maybe somebody might steal it. You know, not to say it's the victim's fault or anything like that. But I would say in general here in Madrid, it's like, it's pretty safe, man. It's pretty safe. It's pretty safe. Also known as Furry for 14 years. Let's go, dude. That's good. Well, I'm glad you felt safe here, Thunder. It sounds like you had a good time, so I'm happy you had good vibes. I've been here for quite a long time, so like I consider like Madrid like my home and my city, and like I like Madrid and I'm proud of Madrid and stuff like that. So I obviously, like, when people come to like your home or whatever, you want them to have a good time, right? You want them to have a nice time. This Umbreon was cool as well. I think this is the first picture we've seen of this Umbreon. I mean, you guys know I like Pokemon. I like Pokemon a lot. This one's freaking cool. Dude, I can't remember the name of the species. It's one of them of like... dude, I can't remember. But I like it a lot. It's kind of like a clown deal. I like it a lot. Everybody, yeah. The goat one's so freaking cool. I wish I had a more unique persona, but dude, I gotta be true to me. This dude here, I think it's this guy. Right? I think it's this guy. But these are all made by the same person, right? I think this is the maker. I think he's called Choco Raptor, maybe. Mebs. One of these is the maker. Okay, who's made, I think, this one too. These four here. Whichever one's the maker, I think it's that one. I think it's this dude here. Made Arisu's claws. Like the claws, like the bird claws. That, I think you're going to enjoy him saying claws. Claws. C-L-A-W-S. Claws. But they made Arisu's claws, which you may have seen on, like, maybe on, like, an Arisu stream or something like that before. But they're, like, really freaking cool. And again, I like the stuff they do. I think it's really, really neat. I like a lot. Mr. Crocodile here. So I think he's got a doobie. Has he got the doobie doo? Has he got the doobie doo? Yeah, this girl here as well. She was on like the artist alley, and she was doing like lots of like Ninja Turtle art, and I like Ninja Turtle a lot. Any tip on streaming, just do it. Same tip with everything, just do it. If you want to do anything, you just have to do it. And you just have to keep doing it. That is literally everything. Now, these streams already have exactly, just do it. Do it. Now, these streams still have, like, a crazy amount of, like, stream scuff, and they're still, like, messy as hell and whatever. But, like, dude, for real, if you want to do something, just, like, you just actually just gotta like get out of your ass and like learn on the job. Just mess around. Blake Coke, I would honestly, what I would do is I would just like do your streams, start streaming, and then address problems as they arise. Like fix problems when they happen, you know? Like I started just like slowly risking like, oh, like it would be good if I had that there, or oh, that would be useful, and just like slowly add things over time. If you want to make some like crazy setup and all that kind of stuff to start with, it's going to be way too overwhelming, and you won't know how to you won't know how to do it. But like you actually just got to like you've just got to do it, because like the first step of being anything is just being like really bad at it, because you need to be able to have something to improve, you know? So you like it seriously how so many people fail at just like anything is because they, and I understand it, I get it, they have that like perfectionist mentality. They don't want to make something, they don't want to do something, they don't want to make something public, they don't want to do anything like that until it's like really high quality, and it's like impossible to do that. It's like actually impossible to do that. And if you try to focus on like every single micro detail, it's impossible to fix all those things. So like you do it, and then you focus on like what's a priority, what do I need to fix here, you know, all that kind of thing. But we'll catch you later, dude. We will catch you later. Luckily, I'm not a perfectionist. That's a double-edged sword. That's a double-edged sword, because sometimes I probably should make things better, and I'm like, good enough. But equally, it does mean I'm more willing to just sort of like try things and stuff like that. I've never really had that like blank paper fear. You know what I mean? I'm like quite happy to produce something bad. I'm talking like in any aspect of my life, right? You know, I'm quite happy to sort of produce something bad. But like, dude, you've got to just frickin' do it. It's like you see it with loads of stuff. I mean, the thing that you kind of see, I feel you see it a lot of in the furry fandom, is, you know, obviously because like with like furry stuff and things like that, a lot of people want to be artists, you know, like me included or whatever. There's a lot of people who want to draw, and there's a lot of people who want to be artists and all that kind of thing. And they're out there and they're asking like, oh, dude, like, you know, which tablet do I need, and which art program do I need to subscribe to, and which brushes do I need to buy, and all this kind of thing. And it's like, dude, you just get some freaking paper and start drawing some crap, and like evolve from there. Do you know what I mean? Like, dude, it's like with freaking biking, dude. This is some cycling, and golf, right? I know these are like the most middle class things ever. I don't participate in them, but I see it a lot with like when you like at work and stuff, and there's all these people who are like, you know, having like a midlife crisis, and they want to start like cycling, and they're buying like these like €5,000 road bikes, and they're getting like all these like fancy helmets, and they're getting all these like crazy lycras, and they're getting everything. And they haven't even been on the bike like one time. And they don't even know if they like it yet. Like, they don't even know if they freaking like it yet. And they're just like, it's like, there's no like pay to win. You know what I mean? It's just like, start doing the thing. And then work it out from there. And then ask for help. Ask it for help. When you get to a point when you know something's broken and you don't know the next direction, then ask for help. Because people love to help. People love to be the mentor. People love, you know. I didn't see him with the glasses. He's looking very astute. Very, very astute with the glasses, no? I wonder what the vision's like in this one, man. Because he's just got those like crazy, like sort of like eye slits, right? Poncho's kind of cool. Looking tough in the poncho. Having the bevies. Having the beers. Beers with the lads. Lads piss crease. Yeah, some people did really well with their costumes and stuff. This dude's on TikTok a lot. I think they're called like Cowboy Cat or something on TikTok. They do loads of TikTok stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like the suit as well. I think they made it. I think they made that suit. It looks really cool. But yeah, I think they're like on a lot of TikToky things. Tiki-talky. Tiki-talk app, clock app. Let's go! Nah, but this stuff's sick when there's so many different species. Broke up the baguette. Broke up the freaking baguette. We've gone sideways. I'm not gonna rotate it. Rotate your head. Rotate your head. There we go. See, things fix themselves. Things just end up fixing themselves. Things that end up just fixing themselves now. But it's actually, dude, it's so badass with stuff like this as well, because you know, when you're in like online spaces and stuff like that, it really does feel heavily like sometimes things can feel like very heavily like US centric and like America centric. You know, that kind of thing. And it's, you know, even countries like Spain, which is like a major European country, you know, even places like Spain, they can feel like, sometimes they can feel kind of like, oh, it's like sort of like small and like insignificant and like not much of an like an identity and a community and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it might not seem like there's a lot going on. And then stuff like this happens, and there's so many people from like, you know, either like locally, you know, like here in Madrid, or from like other parts of Spain, like all kind of like seemingly come out of the woodwork and are all kind of chill with each other. And especially when you're seeing stuff like here, like this girl here, the like colorful rainbow fox, like she makes a bunch of fursuits, like she makes a bunch of stuff. So you see a bunch of people like this where they're like out there making stuff. It's so freaking cool, man. It's so cool. Look at them go. Look at them rock and roll. Oh no. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Oh no, have I lost? No! I lost my place. I lost my place. I'll find it. Wait, have I gone too far? Maybe I went too far there. Yeah, I think we were like here, no? Dude, there's frickin' loads of photos. There's freaking loads. Yeah, where are you based, Coco? Is NFC like a local? Is it like a local convention for you, or do you go there to like visit? But yeah, I think it's super cool. Yeah, there was quite a few people of like saying stuff like, oh, like, you know, there's kind of these things that they do at like, you know, American conventions, so they do other stuff as well, and it's like, I mean, it's like, all right, cool, great, but it's like, I think just let the Spanish people rock on and do what they're doing. I think different cultures is super cool. I think different cultures is super cool. Yeah. Yeah, let me I can drop a link. Let me see if I can drop a link in the chat. go. Yes. Yeah. So people are just chucking stuff in there. So like that photo we saw of you before. That photo we saw of you before. It was just on here. So you'll probably be able to find a bunch of stuff like of yourself and like of your friends and stuff like that. You're from Sweden, you got house in Portugal, and you totally missed those one in Spain. Yeah, it's quite new, Coco. That's the thing, Coco. It's quite new. So it was like last year, and and then again they did it this year. But yeah, I think like since it's like a new thing, like not a lot of people, you know, maybe like outside of like the Spanish and like Portuguese community like know about it. But like I think that the word is starting to spread a little bit, you know, because like this year there was like quite a lot of people there was a bunch of Italians. There was like quite a lot of Italians here. There was like people from the UK, people from Ireland. There were some Polish people. There's quite a lot of people from like different places and stuff like that. And a lot of the ones that I talked to is a lot of them saw like there's some of them that just saw like posters at other conventions. There's like some people I talked to and they're like, oh, I was at like Eurofurence and I saw a poster for this or you know stuff like that. So I think word is starting to sort of like spread out a little bit more, you know, spread out a little bit more. But yeah, you should like follow it, Coco, because as you said, if you're in Portugal, you could probably, if you're going to stay in Portugal, you could probably rock on over. Because they're doing it again next year. They haven't said like dates or where it's going to be or anything like that yet. But I would assume there's Rex. Rex is coming up. There I am. There I am. There she is. Yeah, that's like our raptor claws. But I would assume I would put money, I would bet that it'd be the same weekend, the end of April, start of May. I would be working on the assumption it's gonna be the same thing. Because as I said, it's like this weekend specifically, there's like public holidays. This guy's super nice. The blue guy, he's called Tane. He's super nice. Yeah, the Rex tail. I should do the Rex tail more often. I'm not wearing the Rex tail enough, am I? I got the, it does have, the Rex tail does have the squeaker. The secret squeaker. That is the secret in the Rex tail. The hidden squeaks. The hidden squeaks. It is like the secret of the mimic, yes. Very similar. Very similar to the secret of the mimic. No, but I don't think there's like a from what I've heard, there's not really an intention to like grow this convention you know, like super big, super quickly or anything like that, which I honestly do think is like the move. I think when you start you know, anything in life, if you try to make things too big too quickly, it can backfire a lot. You know, it can like freaking backfire a lot. So I think you're probably talking about Max Fluffy. I think you're probably talking about Max Fluffy. Oh, this dude's chill. This dude back here is Italian. This dude here. This other yellow dog. He's Italian. He's hung out with us in chat before. He's very nice. He very, very nice. But dude, for real, so cool seeing all the different fursuits and stuff. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Avian. Maybe it's a COVID effect. It does just seem though that like it feels like when I got to Spain, you'd be seeing like the same like 12 fursuits or something over and over. And now it just seems like, dude, there's so many in the country. It feels like there's so many in the country. I know it's not all about fursuits though. Do you know what I mean? I know it's not like, you know, not everything's about fursuiting and stuff like that. But it is like a very fun sort of like spectacle part of the furriness, you know? Dude, these dudes proposed. Dude, I saw a furry proposal. These dudes got married. No, they didn't get married. They got engaged. Dude, I saw my dude FurryCon bucket list. FurryCon bucket list. I saw the furry convention engagement. FurryCon bucket list item achieved. Look at them go. Look at them friggin' go. No, but for real, I would recommend this convention if anyone does ever have an interest. You can definitely play around with racks. You can come lurk around with racks if you show up. Just let me know. It is fun. It is fun. I will say that hotels in Madrid can be expensive. But you can find places, you know, like Airbnbs or like alternative hotels and stuff like that, which are like cheaper to stay in. But I will say that, like, you know, some stuff, some hotels can be pretty expensive. There's Furry Proposal NFC. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like a furry convention sort of, you know, rite of passage, right? At the 2025, so last year. Freaking cool, bro. Oh, dude, more fursuit beanies. I love these as well, man. Dude. Beanie Babies. Thai. Beanie Babies. My mom, like, when Beanie Babies were, like, you know, like, the Beanie Babies sort of mania in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s, whatever. Dude, my mom was obsessed with Beanie Babies. My mom was, like, obsessed with Beanie Babies. So whenever I see, like, the Thai stuff, the Beanie Baby stuff, I find it funny. I do think it's cute as well. I think it's really cute. And I love, as I was saying before, I really like the frickin', I really like the fursuit beanies and stuff like that. Super cute. You went to the store lately, bought some beetroot juice, need to take out your iron in your system sometimes. Beetroot juice, good. Dude, any stuff like that where it's like good, like, sort of like fibrous juice. Very good. You're lurking around, Rav. Hello. We appreciate the lurkers. The lurkers are people too. The lurkers matter. Rights for the lurkers, you know? More lurkers. No, but dude, overall really good time. And yeah, hopefully you see a lot of these people again, like the next year, because like all the people I talked to were like super chill. All the people I talked to were like super chill, and I had some good conversations with people. Dude, I get it, I understand it, but like, there's a lot of like at furry conventions, like someone comes over to you and you like talk for like 2 minutes and then they they go away, and it's like, dude, you can hang out, we can talk for longer. Do you know what I mean? So I did have some like longer conversations and like hangouts with some people, which is really really nice. I appreciate when that happens. I understand that there's like a lot going on and people want to like go around and like meet everyone and stuff like that. And sometimes it's kind of like hard to find like a chance to sort of like slow down. But I do appreciate when people kind of have a chance to sort of like slow down and just like hang out and whatever for a bit and make a bit more of a connection, you know. More protogens. Brother Fane's workplace day is not he's not quite a strong guy, but I think it's either lack of iron. Yeah, I mean it can be quite easy to stuff like iron and vitamin A. They can be like gaps in our diet because like a lot of those foods that were like quite heavy in them, we don't necessarily eat a lot of them. You know, like stuff like liver and stuff like that, which can be like really good sources for those things. I can see in 5 years there'll be protests, but the streets are empty since they're lurking. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the lurkers are right. Sounds super cute, right? That's super freaking cute. You hate liver, though. To get some iron myself, I used to drink beetroot juice. Well, drink the juice then. Drink what works for you. Drink what works for you. I can understand, though, a lot of people don't like liver. Yeah, this is the Umbreon from before. I think that's so freaking cute. And dude, the like Tony Chopper Umbreon collab on the badge. Freaking sweet, man. I think this has been a double upload. I think that batch has been double uploaded. See, there's a what's he called? Like Timu Rex the dog or something like that, right? Rex Fluffy. AliExpress Rex, right? He's like me, but not popular. You know, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He was the guest of honor, but I was the guest of dishonor. You know? AliExpress. Yeah. See, there was, dude. I think there was 3 guests of honor. It was him. It was Yobi, who's an artist here in Spain, and there was the artist from, is it called Adastra or what's it called? You know, like the space Roman wolf thing. You know what I'm talking about? Adastra. Val's gonna correct me. Val knows the facts here. Adastra, thank you. Adastra. Yep, Haps. Yep. And he was the other guest of honor. Because he's Portuguese. He's Portuguese and he does like all the artwork and stuff for that. Adastra. If you don't know what I'm talking about, like you will, if you saw the character, you will recognize it. Because it's very like the style is very like distinct, and also like the character as well. They were the guests of honor, okay, but there's only one guest of dishonor. There's only one guest of Dishonored 2 from Arcane Studios. That's Rex the dog. You better believe it. Put some respect on my name. Okay, I'm getting carried away here. I'm getting carried away with the silliness. Dude, I wonder if there's gonna be... Dude, there's like this... This guy, I think he's from the Netherlands. And he had these like really unique fursuit bases. I don't know why Margaret Thatcher's on his head. I saw a lot of Margaret Thatcher stuff. I don't know what was going on. I know what was going on with the Margaret Thatcher stuff. Well, I don't know why she's there. I don't know why Maggie is there. But she is there. But yeah, there was this dude who had like... He was like selling the bases as well. But he was wearing... Like, he was wearing his, and there's a bunch of other people who already had them. He had this, like, really, like, unique sort of, like, fursuit base. I don't want to say, like, pup mask, because it wasn't really like pup mask, but it was kind of, it was just unique. I wonder if we're going to see kind of some of the pictures of that. Did it rain at the con? Did you or anyone else use an umbrella? It did rain on the Saturday, and I did not use an umbrella. I just stood under, you know, like little things to not get wet. But there was umbrellas. Umbrellas did exist. But here, we call them para agua. We call them para agua. You've got the parasol, which is the sun for when it is... We have the parasol, which is the umbrella for when it was sunny. And para agua, the one for it's rainy. Yeah, he didn't have a stall, Val. He didn't have a stall at the dealer's den. He just did like the meet and greet. Yobi did. Yobi had a stall. Yobi had a stand at the dealer's den, but Haps didn't. I think Haps was just there to vibe. I think they were just there to vibe, which honestly, dude, fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I think they were there to just vibe. Because the working the dealer's den, like, 8 hours a day, or it's not 8, whatever it is. Maybe it is 8 hours a day, I don't freaking know. But like working the dealer's den and then also trying to like party and do things around that seems intense, man. Oh, these are all 3DS pictures. This is why these look potato. These are 3DS photos. 3DS. 3-dimensional S. 3 jewel screen. Yeah, that's cool, man. 3DS camera goated. 3DS camera the goat. Umbreon. Paubert. Oh yeah, I think they're like super successful, Val. I think they're super successful. I imagine if they wanted to, they could have made like quite a lot of money at the convention. But honestly, like, dude, it's like, it's fair enough to just be like, oh, dude, I just want to like go to the convention and just like vibe and enjoy and, you know, like all that kind of thing. Like, I think they were just like, you know, like the meet and greet thing and like a couple of panels or whatever, you know, stuff like that. This guy's super nice. I think he's called Fred. He's super nice. Yeah, there was crazy weather this year at NFC, wasn't there? Like, they cancelled the parade, no? It's kind of crazy. Kind of go stupid, go crazy. Yeah, dude, these are fun. The 3DS photos. The 3DS photos are super fun. More people trolling about. Oh, I think this is where we're checking out the start of the stream. Or like towards the start of the stream. Oh, dude, some of this crazy stuff. The giant inflatables. The giant freaking inflatables. Yeah, dude, this wasn't it? Yeah, because I think, no, that says today. Oh, it's like those like fursuit game stuff, you know, to like ask them to do a bunch of stuff. Dude, you know what I want to do? Which I think would be freaking sick. I want to do a thing would be freaking sick. I want to do a freaking rooftop party. There's so many cool rooftop bars here in Madrid. There's so many cool rooftop bars in Madrid. Imagine having like a freaking like furry, like fursuit, like rooftop bar party. Be so cool, man. Be so cool, man. It's like when you go to stuff like this, it's just like you come out of it and you just like you want to go do other stuff. They did, and the guy came up to me and so disappointed. Oh man. Yeah, I think the weather was like... Yeah, I think there was kind of freak weather, wasn't there? I think there was kind of freak weather there. I mean, to be fair, it is like Northern Europe, right? In February. There's no kind of like guarantees, is there? There are no kind of guarantees for stuff like that. Oh, maybe we can find Rex here. I think this is like a group photo thing. Maybe we can locate a Rex. Hey! There we go. A Rex has been discovered. We have discovered a Rex. and the official Rex sidekick. We can see a Risu as well. Official Rex sidekick. Rare Rex sighting. I'm getting lost in the kerfuffle there. Lost in the kerfuffle. Reduced to this. Reduced to this. Funny. Dude, this is took with a camera. Someone's taking these pictures with a freaking camera, man. Look at that. Look at the quality of this. Look at the color grading. Look at the color grading. Holy moly. Look at the color grading. There he is. Timu Rex the dog. Sharks. Yeah, I think that one's so cool. Is it? Yeah. Eddie. I think they're called Eddie. Super, super, super neat. So where Waldo, where's Rex exactly? I think these are more 3DS pictures. These are more 3DS ones. 3DS camera is still goated in the big 2026. It's still out there. It's still, you know, rocking. We love to see it. Olias are relatively good, but it was kind of annoying this year. Yeah, I did kind of hear some similar things, Coco. I think it's a very hard balance. It's kind of like what I was talking about before, is like when things become like really big and things become really popular, it can be quite difficult to like sort of maintain the, you know, like the organization and the vibe and like all that kind of stuff. It's like a lot of people at this convention are like, oh, like I hope like next year there's like 1,000 people and the year after there's like 2,000 people and like all that kind of thing. And it's like, for me personally, I kind of don't. You know what I mean? Like I kind of don't. Because sometimes things can be like a bit too big. I mean, it's good because it does open the doors to like more people, and it becomes a space where like more people can be involved and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Sometimes things can get like really, really huge, and it's not always a positive. Do you know what I mean? It's not always positive. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. I don't know if that's what you're referring to, Coco. But I did, and I wasn't there. So I'm just saying random stuff that I heard, you know. I can't talk about personal experience, but I did hear from some people that like it was, you know, kind of maybe a little bit too big this year. Salty pretzels. Hello, I've been at a furry convention the past 4 or 5 days, and we're just looking at a bunch of pictures and yapping with each other and vibing, looking at fun fursuits, all that kind of thing. Hope you're doing well. It's been a little while. I haven't been streaming on YouTube very regularly recently because I had problems with my account. But it's all okay. It is all okay now and we're back. We're back in the zone. We're back in Planet Rex. And we're better than ever. We're better than ever. That one's so cute, man. That one's so freaking cute. But yeah, these are all 3DS photos, man. So cool. If we had the original file, we could view these in 3D. Oh my god. 3DS is like, you know when it's like stuff where it's like, oh, it's like Roman technology that we can no longer recreate. It's like the Romans used to be able to make this amazing clay, and we don't know how to make it anymore. It's like that with the 3DS. You know? We used to have 3D screens on the 3DS, and now we don't even know how to do it. There was about 8,000 this year, and multiple friends said they probably wouldn't stay the whole con next year. Right. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Yeah. No, it's actually, like, there's a lot of stuff like that, like specific clays and things like that, where we have like a really hard time trying to like actually recreate them. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of like clays and chalks and stuff like that, where we have like a really hard time like trying to actually like recreate them. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I think he's a kangaroo, that dude on the left. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's cute. But that's the thing, is like, even I think it's good that like all these things can exist though, Coco. Do you know what I mean? You can have these like huge massive things, and if you like that and you like that spectacle or whatever, it's like cool, you can go vibe with it. And you know, if you, like, there's always like smaller things kind of popping up in different places as well that you can maybe check out. I guess it can kind of become frustrating though if like there's something you've been going to and you've been visiting for a long time, and it's kind of like changed and transformed into something different. I can understand that being sort of kind of frustrating and whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, then there's something that like you'd like, you know, go hang out at whatever, and then it like kind of like stops being the thing. You know what I mean? It kind of changes. Thunder Desert, thank you for following.
Thunder_Desert is now following.
But yeah, dude, we're pretty much here like every day. And we just hang out. We play games together and things like that. And sometimes do other silly things. But yeah, if you ever log into your Twitch account, you'll probably see us going live and doing silly things. But hopefully we see you in person at the next ibercon or something like that. Because I don't think we talk to each other. Dude, that's so cute. That's so freaking cute. Purple's my favorite color, man. Purple's legit my favorite color. It's gotta be. It's always been, like, I've always been in that, like, kind of rotation of, like, green, purple, kind of, like, deep reds. Like, honestly, they've been, but I think recently, it feels like the past, like, 5-6 years, purple's been coming out on top. But I think I could definitively say purple's my favorite color. I think I can definitively say it. Rex version 2, the purple dog. I still, dude, when we talk about purple, I still keep thinking about that thing Avian said, that, like, poison is green, and then it's, like, purple in Japanese. I keep thinking about that. It's similar to Anthrocon situation where Lasunia put a cap on the attendees. Did they not already have a cap? At, like, NFC or something like that? We have this convention in well, they do them all over Spain. But they so it's kind of like they do it in different locations. It's called Japan Weekend. So they do like a 2-day convention at, like, you know, like big convention centers and stuff like that, and it's like, you know, just all your kind of convention crap, right? There's like dance contests and like huge dealers market and artist alley, and they have like guests there and cosplay and all that kind of stuff. And they hold that in the Madrid one, so the one they have in Madrid, which they usually do twice a year. They usually do like one in the spring and one in the autumn, and that's in like this big convention center we have here, where it's like these, I think it's 3 convention halls, which are kind of linked together, and there's like a big outdoor area in the middle. But that's getting to a thing of like, they need to put like a, that's primary, like furries go to that as well, and you'll go there and you'll see people in fursuits or whatever. But, it's mainly sort of like anime, manga, League of Legends centric, like all of that sort of stuff. And, they need to put a cap on that, because it's like I don't know if this is the same sort of issue at like an NFC or an Anthrocon or whatever, but it's like the type of thing where like the passageways to move between the pavilions, like you can't do it. They get like congested and locked down, and it gets to situations where everybody in Hall A, it's just like everybody in Hall A, it's like no one can leave. It's no one can actually leave because there's like such congestion issues and stuff like that, and they end up just like locking down areas, and it's just like, oh yeah, you're gonna be in here for the next hour until it's safe to let people leave. And like in those sorts of situations, man, if a fire happened, it would be so bad. It would be so bad, because you actually just have like thousands of people like trapped in these different spaces and stuff like that, and it's like, that one there. Sometimes those situations come from like a position of like bad organization, which of course is bad, right, and needs to be fixed. That specific situation, I think, is coming from greed. Like, they're always just like increasing ticket prices and like trying to fit more people into smaller spaces and stuff like that, and it's bad vibes. It's kind of bad vibes. There's a point where only so many people can fit in a certain amount of space, and any further from that is at best worsening the experience of the people. At worst is a really bad safety concern. Do you know what I mean? And it would be really horrible if there was some sort of situation of like, because it happens, man. It happens at festivals. It happens at concerts and stuff like that, of people getting crushed or people, or fires or something like that. It would be really, really horrible. It would not be good. It would not be good. It would not be good. And I know it's a shame, because like there's like, the supply doesn't meet the demand. Everybody wants to go. Everybody wants to be in the main hotel and all that kind of stuff. But it's just like, dude, it's like, not everybody can get a ticket to the show, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? It's like sometimes just like a fact of life, right? These are a lot of the musicians as well here in this photo. But yeah, 8,000 people, that's a lot of dudes. That's a lot of dudes. Look at the Rex go! Look at us rock and roll, man. I like this. This panda dude's nice. I talked to him. He was very nice. He was very nice to us. But yeah, good vibes. Would recommend, definitely, if like it's somewhere like It says like give me the money or I'll turn you into a furry. Where is this Photoshop? Where was this taken? Anyway, yeah. This must be like a Photoshop thing, right? I don't remember there being a giant safe. I do not recall the giant safe. But yeah, dude, I would say if Spain is somewhere you can easily get to, definitely like fun vibes here. Obviously, if if you don't speak Spanish, you know, you're not going to be able to like hang out and make friends with everybody, right? You know, you can't exactly expect everybody to speak English to you or whatever. But in terms of like the activities and a lot of people attending and stuff like that, there's a lot of stuff in English, right? Like the activities and stuff like that presented in like, you know, like Spanish and English and, you know, things like that. So you could definitely like, even if you didn't speak Spanish, which there was like quite a lot of people who didn't speak Spanish, you'd be able to you know, still definitely have like a good time here and meet people and take part in stuff that's going on. A long time ago, there were 3 people who died due to overcrowded concert here in Sweden, like in the 998. Not Furry. Yeah, no, exactly. It doesn't take much. Do you know what I mean? Or it can even be, you know, because it can even happen from stuff with people like having like health concerns, whether it's like dehydration or whatever. And because everything's so compact, it's not able to like get help or get support to them, or the communication's so bad that like reaching the help and things like that is problematic. So yeah, hearing stuff like that, it's like, yeah, I think caps and things like that for stuff on that scale, it is necessary. Dude, it is necessary. And like even if you want to forget about the health concerns and stuff like that, which you shouldn't, it's just like people aren't going to be able to have like a proper experience and participate in things if everything's just like crazy. Oh, they didn't. I wasn't at that. That must have been musical chairs. That must have been freaking musical chairs. These guys are G's. The dudes who go around with the leaf blowers and stuff. Blow it in your mouth. Dude, these guys who go around and blow these leaf blowers in your freaking mouth when you're fursuiting and stuff like that, you know? Jeez. Absolute freaking Jeez. Yeah, I talked to this girl's really nice. She does a lot of art as well. She was really nice. No, but dude, overall, freaking good time. Good freaking time. Good freaking time. Yeah, and Coco, you should keep in the loop, because as I said, this is this feels like a freaking annual thing now. You know, like they announced they'd be back. They'd be back next year and stuff like that. There isn't like the details and all that stuff yet, but dude, if you like your furry conventions and stuff like that, and you've already got the Portugal connection, you've already got the Portugal link, then the Abelian Con is the place to be now. The Abelian Con is the place to be. I'm gonna drop off. I'm going to rest my butt up. It was very nice to have a look through some of these photos and stuff like this and yap with people. We haven't done a yap stream in a while, man. We haven't just done like a pure yap stream in a while. So, nice to kind of like hang out with everybody after the big weekend. As I said, I'm pretty pooped. I'm pretty pooped, to be honest. I had a lot of stuff to do after the weekend, and I honestly still haven't done it all yet. So I got a fair few things to sort of like catch up on and stuff like that and get myself organized. But dude, we'll be back into the sort of regular schedule tomorrow. You love the yap streams. Good stuff, Beagle. I have fun with it. I do have more photos and stuff to show. So like stuff that I've taken, because I was just looking at the stuff that people had sort of publicly put up there. So I'll like organize my photos and stuff like that. And we can check those things out. And I'll probably do like a video. I'll probably do like a video as well for like the YouTube, you know. To kind of like reflect on the convention. Hey Ramon, hope you're doing good, dude. To kind of reflect on everything. Yes, the pats. The pee pats. The peas, the poos, the pats. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. As usual. But I definitely had a very nice time. It was good. It was good seeing a lot of people out there. Pretty fun seeing people from like chat and stuff like that as well. Complete vibe. But yeah. Back at it tomorrow. Back to the regular schedule. I'm probably just gonna be resting up a bit more today. I got a few things to organize. There are still a couple people from the convention who want to see me, so I gotta make some effort to catch up with a couple of other furry people who are still in Madrid. You know, for the evening and all that kind of jazz. So I'll be catching up with some other people. But let's have a look at the sketch. The sketch. The schedule. Whoa, I just moved something, and I don't even know what I frickin' moved. But I just did move something. We'll be back on Tomodachi tomorrow. Now, dudes, if you're not on the island yet, okay, drop your ref on the Discord. Drop your ref on the Discord, and I will add you onto the island tomorrow. I will add you onto the Tomodachi Island. I think, is there like 15 or 16 of us on the island so far? There's quite a few. There's quite a few, because we've got like 3 or 4 houses where people are cohabiting. And then we've got like a bunch of single houses as well. So we still got plenty of room. You know what I mean? We still got a lot of room on the island. So we'll be back onto Tomodachi tomorrow. And we will yeah. Zadi, I'm just finishing up. But thank you for dropping in with the hydration station. Thanks for dropping with the hydration station. Yeah, and no, we will start the Borderlands campaign next week. I'm honestly like, you know, when you like feel like a potato, when you feel like a crisp, when you feel like a potato crisp, Avian, I kind of feel like that. I kind of feel like a potato today. And I like potatoes. But they're not exactly like, you know, super nutritious. I feel very starchy today. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like a potato. So I want to start our Borderlands adventure with the full on sort of, I need to match Claptrap's energy, no? I need to surpass Claptrap's energy, right? If we're on Borderlands, he'd be like, whoa! Yeah, but we'll kick that off. We'll kick that off next week. I think I want to be like the girl. I was looking at the characters. I think I want to be the girl, like the fire girl or whatever it is, like the siren. No, right? Maybe whatever. I don't know. I think I want to be that. You need to make an unfunny joke every 2 minutes. Yes, please, yes. Tony, thank you for hanging out. We appreciate it. You too, Spencer. But yeah, if you're not on the island, drop by the Discord, and I will put the link in for any newbie people. Drop by the Discord, Tomodachi channel on the Discord. Just shove your ref in there, and a couple of little fun facts about your character, and we'll put you on the island. No problem, no questions asked. Because we've been having a lot of fun with Tomodachi. Got some doodles to do later in the week, and all that good jazz, and just more fursuiting and hanging out, and yeah, I will organize some of the photos from the convention or whatever, so we can look at some other stuff as well. But yeah, I do recommend it. So if you do want to like hang out in Spain next year, just show up and we can hang out in Spain. But yeah, peace out, people. Has anyone got an idea for a raid, or should I start looking through the raid device? The Pokemon Go raid at the gym. See if we got any of our buddies around. Our buddies. Old buddy, old pal. Old buddy, old pal. Okay, I have a... Do I have a target? Yes. I got a target. Okay. I'm going to send you over to the good old Squeezy Easy. If it will let us. if it will let us. But thank you again, people. Thank you, people, stopping by. The newbies, the regulars, the lurkers. Respect to the lurks. We will catch you around Tomodachi tomorrow. Give us your wrath if you ain't done it already. Give us your wrath. Yeah, I'm gonna rest up a little bit, enjoy a little bit of outside, de-potato-ify myself, and get ourselves ready for the next one. Peace out, people. Bye, bye, bye.